You don't realize you're part of the game until the game starts reacting to you. The call lasted 42 seconds. That was the last confirmed contact. Noah. He was an investigator. Methodical, skeptical, obsessed with structure. Former criminology lecturer. Independent consultant on cold cases. No one wanted to touch. He didn't chase the clown out of fear. He chased it because the clown broke every known pattern. No motive that held. No signature that stayed consistent. Scenes changed after being documented. And yet, every case shared one impossible detail. The clown knew the investigators, their habits, their doubts, things never written in reports. Noah was the first to say it out loud. This isn't a killer hiding from us. It's a game reacting to observation. He believed the clown didn't choose victims randomly. It waited for curiosity, for arrogance, for someone who thought understanding the rules meant control. Noah followed the trail too closely. His last call, 42 seconds long, wasn't a scream. It wasn't panic. It was confirmation. Whatever the clown was, it had noticed him, and it had answered. "I'm going in now," Noah said, the phone pressed between his shoulder and ear. "If I don't call back in an hour, log it as escalation." On the other end, his colleague hesitated. "Noah, every case that mentions this thing mentions fear." Noah interrupted calmly. "Fear isn't evidence." A pause, long enough to matter. "Call me when you're out." "I will." The line went dead. Noah stood in front of the building a moment longer than necessary. An old residential block, vacant, quiet, too quiet. Then he stepped inside. The first thing Noah noticed was the silence. Not normal silence, not night silence, a listening silence. The kind that feels like the room is holding its breath. He stopped. The hallway light flickered once, then steadied. Noah adjusted the recorder, clipped to his jacket. "Case file 04, he said quietly. "Location, vacant residential building. Reason for entry, multiple disappearances with no forced entry, no physical evidence. Possible psychological manipulation. Professional, controlled." Words he had spoken dozens of times, but this time, his reflection in the dark window beside him felt wrong, delayed, half a second late. He turned. Nothing. All the files said the same thing. Different victims, different ages, different cities, but always the same ending. The room was empty. No exits used. No signs of struggle. And one detail no one could explain. A game, apartment 3B. The door was already open. That bothered Noah more than if it had been locked. Inside, the air smelled faintly of dust and rubber and chalk. He stepped in. The door closed behind him. Not slammed, gently, as if someone didn't want to startle him. "Hello?" Noah called. His voice echoed wrong, shorter than it should have been. On the living room floor, something waited. A piece of chalk, words written in a child's handwriting. "Let's play, hide and seek." Noah swallowed. "This isn't funny," he muttered. A sound answered him, a slow squeak, like air escaping rubber, measured, intentional, coming from somewhere inside the apartment. The rules weren't written. They never are. You learn them by surviving or by failing. Noah moved carefully, every step deliberate. Bedroom first, empty, closet door half open. Inside, taped to the wall, Rule 1. Don't close your eyes. Noah blinked hard. The lights went out. Not fully, an emergency glow remained, enough to see shadows stretch along the walls. "Okay," Noah whispered. "Okay." The squeak again. Closer. Kitchen. A red balloon floated near the ceiling, perfectly still. Its string hung straight down, attached. Rule 2. If you find me, I find you. Noah backed away. "You're manipulating perception," he said, forcing steadiness. "Classic dissociation. Trigger." The balloon drifted lower. A voice answered, warm, close. "I learned that word late in life." Noah froze. The clown stood behind him, not suddenly, as if it had always been there. Red suit faded, white makeup cracked like dried skin. A smile stretched too far, but the eyes, human, too human. "They used to tell me it was all in my head too," the clown said softly. The walls creaked. "Do you know what it's like to be locked in a room because adults are tired? To be told not to cry because crying is annoying?" The smile twitched. "To smile," he whispered, "because smiling made them leave faster." Noah clenched his fists. "You're not real." The clown tilted his head. "That's not a rule." He stepped aside. The doorway behind him no longer led to the kitchen. It opened into a corridor, too long. "My turn," the clown said, and vanished. Hide and seek is unfair when one player decides what hiding means. Rule 3 appeared on the wall as Noah ran past. "Don't run." Noah ran anyway. The corridor bent, stretched. Doors multiplied, then vanished. The squeak echoed from everywhere. "They liked games too," the clown's voice followed calmly. "Hide and seek, except when they found me." A pause. "I didn't win." Noah slammed into a room and shut the door. Instant regret, darkness, pitch black. His breathing thundered in his ears. A whisper behind him. "Found you." Hands rested on his shoulders, not gripping, almost apologetic. "Cost," the clown murmured. "Every loss takes something." Noah tried to scream. No sound came out, no pain, just absence. When the lights returned, Noah was kneeling in the living room, exactly where he had started. Shoulders shaking, mouth opening uselessly. Tears ran freely without sound. The balloon floated down in front of him. The clown crouched to eye level. For the first time, the smile faded. "I didn't want this," the clown said quietly. "I wanted to be seen, but they taught me something important." A breath. "No one listens unless you make it a game." His voice hardened. "And no one believes pain unless it costs something." Noah shook his head desperately. "You don't have to." The clown snapped. Warmth vanished. "Don't say that." The walls cracked. The smile returned instantly. "You're hiding wrong," he said cheerfully. "Last round." The recorder slipped from Noah's jacket, hit the floor, still running. The clown stood over him. "Ready or not," he whispered. The balloon popped. Silence. The next morning, the building was empty. No broken locks, no fingerprints, no blood. Apartment 3B showed no signs of occupation, except one thing: a recorder on the floor, still playing. Static. Then Noah's voice, distant and strained. If you're hearing this, log it. He doesn't hide in places. He hides in the tape cut. That was the last call. No body was ever found. No exit identified. Weeks later, a new note appeared in the archive, written in red chalk, ready or not.